Hey guys, I'm back. I know it's been a really long time, but I have been super busy.
My life is gonna be beautiful.
And for those of you curious, NaNoWriMo sort of went something like this.
Maybe I should just check Skype.
And that was kind of the end of NaNoWriMo. Anyway, I thought today I would make a video about Utano Prince Summer because Disturbed Jeans asked me to do a video about that in her blog TV show last week. I've been liking inspiration, so looks like I'm doing that. I will try my hardest to make this entertaining for my male demographic because I know most of you are guys. I say try, I may fail. Sorry in advance. Utano Prince Summer, or Utapri for short, is a 13-episode shoujo harem with elements of comedy, and as is the norm nowadays, is a school show. Yay! It aired in the summer season just gone and is produced by A1 Pictures. Now, first I should say, would I recommend this to men? Short answer, no, not really. So girls, if you're trying to get a man in your life into anime, this probably isn't the route to go down, no matter how much you might love that certain character. I'd only really suggest it to guys if you want a good drinking game. There are some good drinking games in that. The one I'd suggest is every time one of the guys makes reference to the main girl, you'd be drunk within the hour. Anyway, let's get down to the review part of this. A story. So, our protagonist named Haruka decides that she wants to be a songwriter with the dream of writing for her favourite idol, Hayato-sama. So, of course, she decides to go to the school that trains budding idols and songwriters. There she meets a whole lot of people who want to be idols. They're all boys, obviously, but there's a catch to this school. The one rule of the academy is you are not allowed to date. What a shocker. I know, right? I'd say it's kind of your normal harem where you barely have a plot, but for some reason you still want to keep watching and you don't really know why. So, next up, characters. I'm gonna be completely honest here and say I am terrible at remembering names of characters from anime. And I could take time to research the names, or I could just tell you the nicknames that I gave the main guys. We have shit hair, red head, open collar, black nails, glasses, and amazing grace. In these characters, you have the sort of normal stereotypes. You have the overly flirty, you have the super serious, you have the happy-go-lucky kid, you have the one who has a bit of a personality disorder, you have the one who is somehow linked to the main girl and has been for a long time. And how are these characters special in any way? Well, truth be told, they're not really. They aren't that much different from any other characters in any other harems. Now, Haruka is one to talk about. She is the main protagonist of the series. She has weird eyes. I've never really heard anything positive about this character, but I didn't mind her so much. Open collar was the one that I had a problem with. Anyway, apparently most people found her really annoying because she was quite whiny and indecisive, but again, it's an anime more so than it's a harem. She will be whiny and indecisive. That's what I've just come to expect now, so she was just kind of normal for me. I didn't like her, I didn't dislike her. She actually has a hint of personality, and that's a really, really big positive for me. I mean, did anyone watch Starry Sky? Alright, the total shining point in this anime was the sound, as it should be with a music anime. It surprised me that this is an anime based around music and actually has a fair amount of music in it. The opening from episode 2 onwards is a song called Orpheus by Mamoru Miyano, and I'm just going to take the time to ask, have I ever mentioned how much I love Mamoru Miyano? The ending for the majority of this show is a song called Maji Love, whatever 1000 is in Japanese percent, and is done by the entire cast under the fictional name of Starish, but they've been clever with it because they've spelt Starish with, instead of an A, they put a star. It's fucking impressive, man. And within the sound we obviously have the voice acting, so I only really have one point to make. We have Mamoru Miyano and Hiro Shimono, I think, and therefore I'm 100% sold on this casting. And lastly we have animation. It wasn't bad. It really wasn't the best I've seen, but it had its moments of looking quite good. I personally thought the opening scene, which was the concert scene, was just really badly animated. It was really stiff and awkward, and I never really got past that. And it was a terrible first impression for me because I remember watching it thinking, I'm not going to enjoy this show, which I did in the end. But generally, it's a bit generic animation wise, and I really feel that some of the characters were badly designed, which isn't a fault of the anime, it's a fault of the franchise on a whole. Okay, so I've said some pretty negative things about this show, but on a whole I actually really loved it. The music and voice acting was fantastic, and for a romance, not too bad, just a little frustrating. By a little I mean quite a lot, but you know, harem. I'm going to take the time to point out as well that I found the show hilarious. Episode 3 I had to pause and just be like, okay, gotta calm down before I can carry on watching this because this is so funny. But there was another scene in it that I laughed at that wasn't intentional. Episode 8-ish, when you meet a character called Cecile, I think. I laughed because it was just so ridiculous and out of place and it didn't really work for me. It was just really what the fuck. So I would recommend that you give this a try if you're into the romance genre and you want a decent reverse harem. I don't regret spending time watching this show because I really did enjoy it. I get the feeling I'm going to regret telling people that I loved this show so much, and I don't really have a real reason other than the fact that I'm a girl. I needed a reverse harem in my life that wasn't Starry Sky. That's all I have to say on this anime. I'm going to leave links down in Gihar Village to the My Anime List page of it, as I usually do. And before I go, I just wanted to say sorry for the long break, but I come bearing gifts. So, do you like Minecraft? If you do, I've been doing a Let's Play series with Fighting for Nippon over on his second channel, and you can click around here to go and see that. And go and tell him to upload more of those because he doesn't seem to want to do it. If you missed them, on my channel page I also have videos from Amacon 2010. And if you guys want me to review any anime, let me know and I will do that. One more thing, thank you so much for subscribing, thank you for being amazing, and I love you guys, so I will see you next time.